Hi. So this is going to be a quick video to show you how I set up my weekly lesson template so that I can easily and quickly access each individual time of the day without having to scroll up and down, hit next, wait for load time. I find that that really disrupts my thought process and doesn't allow me to kind of naturally write my lesson plans. So as you know, right now, if you click on something, let's say I hit outdoor experience, but I meant to hit Mighty Minutes. I've now got to scroll to the top and hit cancel before I can actually go and hit Mighty Minutes. Then I've got to hit next and kind of type in my stuff and add to the lesson plan. You all know how this works by this point. So what I wanted to show you is how to build it so that instead of having to keep scrolling up and down to hit next, you can just click on something, say like these examples down here on the bottom. You can just click on it and the window will appear like it used to appear, just quickly showing up so you can type in whatever you need to and then save it to your lesson plan. Again, once this one saves, I can quickly just click on the next one and it's going to just pop up with the window like I need it to. I can save or cancel, edit however I need to, and I'm good to go. And I can move on to the next thing. Like I said, this really, for me, allows me to work fluidly without having my thought process interrupted. So we're not going to be getting rid of the clicking, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be front loading it so that you get it all out of the way so that it's not interrupting you later. So the first thing that I do is here we are in the week section of our teach area. You're going to select the delete activity and you are going to delete every single activity all the way across the board. I'm only deleting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays activities because those are the days that I have class. Again, we're going to be selecting them. They're selected when they get the shadow around them, and we're just selecting everything. So once you have them all selected, you just go ahead to the top and say, yes, I really do want to delete this from my template. My day is totally clean now, or the weeks of my day. Days of my weeks are totally clean now. I'm going to add an activity at this point, and I'm going to select all the days. And usually when I'm actually building, I would go through and build chronologically for my day. So the first thing in my day is a large group time. I have it saved in my activities because it stays the same every day. It's just a welcome to class time for the kids to hang out and read some books. So that's going to load up any of those times of the day that stay static or don't change often. I suggest you save in your activity library because then you can just click them and have them show up on all the days and you can add to your plan. So I'm not going to bother building the rest of my morning routine because you don't need to see that. Mostly we're just focusing on large group and read aloud times. Large group and small group, because those are the times, and read aloud time, that are going to change every day and you're going to want easy access to. So I'm going to add an activity. I'm going to go all the days, hit next. It's going to be a custom activity, and it's a large group. I am not going to enter anything. I'm not going to enter a name. I'm not going to enter what you do. I'm not going to put any children. I'm going to hit add to plan. I am now going to do the same thing for 3 small groups. So I'm going to select all the days. I'm going to hit next, custom activity. I'm going to go to small group. I'm going to hit add. Again, I'm not adding any information in yet because I'm going to do that all later. The point is to just get everything on there so that when I am really cruising along with my lesson plan, I'm not having to stop to add things or wait for page load time. So I'm going to add one more really quick here, selecting all the days, custom activity, small groups already selected. So now that I've done this, and again, I would usually add, the rest of my daily schedule in here. I can, start building my lesson plan the way that it used to be last year, where you could just click on something and a box would appear. and you could then just type into that text box. So here's my large group. We're going to have a circle, and we're going to talk about dogs. I don't know. I'm going to save it. It's going to show right up. I want to go over to Wednesday for a small group. I'm just going to click on it, and it just shows up really quick. I can type in whatever I need to type in, my activity name, and how it's going to go. I can go and select my children and my individualizations and save. And again, the only reason that I like doing this is it allows me to move around and select different things without having to have that wait time in between, without having to scroll up and down. And during that time, I can lose a great idea. And I don't want that to happen. I want my lesson planning to just really flow naturally as I'm going. So that's how I build it. The disadvantage to this particular way is if you have a small group that you want to do 2 days in a row. So you've got something, with blocks that you want to do on Tuesday and Thursday. You can no longer go to the bottom and select Tuesday and Thursday like you used to, and then have it show up on both days. You would have to save it to your activity library or just cut and paste it for those days. Or if you know you're going to do it when you're setting up your weekly lesson plan, you can also do it there and just do that when you're adding it across the whole week. But I usually would just cut and paste at this point. So if this helps you, it helps. I really like it. If it doesn't help you, you're fine. Keep doing what you're doing if you've got it a way that it works for you. All right, great. Hope this helped. Bye.